Hey everybody, how's it going? Icy Cat here. Today we've got new information for you regarding the deployment of patch 3.3 for the June update. We've got some big changes to gameplay coming up, so let's take a closer look at that next. The June patch version 3.3 for Rainbow Six will deploy on all platforms on June 21st. We get our usual selection of glitch repairs and bug fixes and things like that are kind of coming into this, as well as a few more routine changes to some things. But let's get into some of the big ones right away. Two operators are receiving some huge updates: Kapkan and Mute. Let's start with the changes that are coming for Kapkan, and these are very significant. These are game-changing for how he's played. They were noting that he wasn't being picked an awful lot, and they were listening to a lot of feedback regarding his traps. And here's what they've done. This is very comprehensive. Let's take a look at this. So first of all, they've removed the red screw that displays on the opposite side of the wall from where the gadget is deployed. They felt that this was a dead giveaway for seasoned players, and absolutely it is. I can't remember the last time I scored a kill with a Kapkan trap. It happens now and again if somebody's not paying attention, but by and large, I never get kills with those traps anymore. I never even see other people get kills with those traps more than every once in a great while. Everybody can see them when they're placed and know that they're there. So now removing that red screw takes away one of the tells for that trap. Additionally, they've made the intensity of the laser less. I haven't gotten a chance to see myself what this looks like in game yet. It doesn't deploy until the 21st, but it's going to be less intense for the laser sight. So we've got the reduced spotting on the laser sight. We've got the screw that's not present anymore, but this next one is so game-changing. As of patch 3.3, Kapkan is now going to be able to set his tripwire gadget at any height on the frame of a doorway or window. So you can set it down low like you have been. If you crouch, you'll be setting it a few feet above the bottom. If you stand, you can set it up at that height. As high as you can reach, anywhere on the side of the frame of a window or a door, that's where you can place it. And you can still kind of influence which side you place it on by just facing the left side or the right side of the frame. But now you can also affect the height of the placement. Anywhere you can reach, you can now place this trap. And that's going to be huge because people are used to looking at it on the floor. So they're not going to see the screw anymore. The laser is going to be a little bit less intense in visibility, and it's not even going to be at the same height that people are used to looking at it. So now we're giving even more reason for IQ to be a useful operator on the team so she can spot these, and other tactics like sending in your drones first to kind of look at the reverse side of something before you break through it is going to be more important to do. And I think we're going to see a lot more of a game-changing aspect with this in play. Kapkan's going to be a very picked operator now, I think. The next change comes to Mute. They felt his signal jammer was just not very effective for its range. So before the update, the range was a 1.5 meter radius, and now with patch 3.3, it's 2.25 meters. They've added almost an extra full meter of range onto the radius. They say that this range will let you jam larger areas around walls as well as reinforced ones, and makes it almost impossible for drones to jump through. So that's a really cool one, because one tactic I've seen kind of emerging is that people will put down double jammers. So essentially you can't jump because you'll land into the field of the second one behind it. And this kind of gets away from having to do that. It frees up the defenders to lock down a wider area. The drone coverage is going to be more effective for blocking the drones. And I think that this is a good call overall to make. They said that Kapkan had the 4th weakest win ratio and the 2nd lowest pick rate, and Mute had the 5th lowest pick rate. So, they were trying to make these operators a little bit more desirable to be brought into gameplay. We have some updates coming for ranked team killing. If a player repeatedly team kills in ranked PvP, they will be banned from PvP matchmaking. And the way this works is the first time it happens, you're banned for 15 minutes with a 50% renown penalty for 30 minutes. That is awesome. The second time you team kill in a ranked match, you're banned from ranked matchmaking for 30 minutes. On the third offense, you're banned from ranked matchmaking for 2 hours. Fourth offense, banned for 24 hours, and the fifth offense, you're banned for an entire week from ranked matchmaking. They say duration of a suspension will be decided at Ubisoft discretion on a case-by-case basis. After multiple offenses, the player may receive up to a permanent ban. Actual disciplinary action may differ from the list of examples depending on the severity of the behavior, and again shall be decided at Ubisoft discretion on a case-by-case basis. Then they say they will have more information on the next steps for team killing in casual matchmaking, starting with patch 3.4 in July. I think casual is where it happens more often, so I'm really going to be interested to see what they do for that. It's a big problem. I just recently did a video on team killing in Rainbow Six and how big of an issue it was. The community has been talking about it a lot on the forums and the subreddit, so it sounds like they're listening and they're trying to really do something about it. We also have changes to renown boosters. They say alongside their operator changes, they also made it so that renown boosters have more of a value. So currently they give the player 50% extra renown and everyone else in the party 10%. Well, they've changed it so that the renown boosters will now provide the player with 100% extra renown and then giving a 10% boost to everyone else in the party. However, if the entire party, like if all 5 people in a squad have renown boosters, then the group renown goes to 190% renown bonus, but that's only if everybody in the squad has it active. Then we move on to our standard bug fixes. We have a wide variety of these. I'm only going to touch on a few of them here. If you want to see a complete list of these, please head on over to the Rainbow Six subreddit for the full list or the official Rainbow Six forums for the full list. The links for both of those can be found in the expanded comments below the video player. But first off, we have a fix regarding shield-wielding operators and how the melee attack triggers a shield break animation. They've fixed it so that the shield still completes the melee attack. Players unable to select other drones or scan enemies when spectating after the player's drone has been destroyed has been fixed. They took care of a problem where cameras could still ID enemies after they got destroyed. I've actually seen this happen where you're scanning through the destroyed cameras, you're on static, and all of a sudden it says like ID'd enemy, and it's like, what? So they fixed that. There's a few other ones here where attackers' drones are destroyed. You can see the other attackers in a third-person point of view prior to going into support mode. They fixed something where defensive cameras' hit points were too high and created situations where a bullet didn't break them on the first shot. I've not actually seen that personally, but apparently that's something that's fixed if you have. They've taken care of some reload animations and some alignments with some sights and things like that. An issue with detonating a nitro cell not causing any damage if it's placed between the bomb canisters that's been fixed. We have some fixes for operators as well. Montagne had an issue where he could switch instantly to a weapon while the shield is deployed and fully extended. That's been taken care of. Blackbeard had a few issues regarding his rifle shield. Those have been resolved. Valkyrie definitely had a few issues with places where she could, or in some cases could not put the cameras, and that's been taken care of. Another one where IQ can still scan cameras and gadgets with her unique gadget while running has been taken care of. There was one where Sledge appeared to have an invisible gun when certain things happened and it would cause that to disappear. There was another one where shield operators could become invisible after performing multiple animations that's been fixed. We also have some level design fixes. This is a huge one. So on Canal, players can shoot through the indestructible wall, floor, and ceiling close to the camera in the map's office hallway. No. We also have some level design fixes, and these are some big ones. In Canal, the deployable shield placement in Canal's garage allows player to get inside the white truck has been fixed. There's also another one there where they can shoot through some indestructible walls and floors in an area. The consulate garage trick has also been similarly repaired where they can no longer vault inside the white van. There's a spot in Oregon where the players could vault into an area underneath the stairs that has been taken care of. A few repairs to some bomb locations for the diffuser that were getting glitches. Some spots where you could get into maps where you shouldn't have been able to, or other glitches like that. A lot of these things have just been repaired overall just to kind of respond to some player feedback, letting them know, you know, these were some things you were telling us you guys are finding, and we've taken care of them. And again, if you want to see the full list of all of these changes, then do head over to the subreddit or the forum and read the complete list there. Now, in the coming days, I will be doing some closer looks at the changes for Kapkan and Mute because I have not had a chance yet to actually play this. The update isn't actually live yet. I will be doing a further in-depth on what those changes look like for both Mute and Kapkan, so we'll be updating those operator profiles for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, or you can follow IcyCat25 on either Facebook or Twitter to stay up to date on all the latest news and information for Rainbow Six Siege. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll catch you next time.